Let's take it off the 5th floor and our discussion down to the street. Gangs are proliferating, and there are a lot of illegal guns on the street. What would be your approach to tackling those problems?
Well, you know, in New Mexico, it is lawful to own a firearm. If you have a concealed firearm, you have to have a license to carry a concealed firearm. It's really difficult to get guns off the street. When you couple guns with drugs and with money, that's where we have to hit them in the pocket. We have to really go after those gang members that are using guns to perpetrate their violent crimes against our community. And I think just in general, when you address any kind of gang issues, you're going to find most likely there are weapons involved.
And you know, the city just rolled out a new initiative to crack down on property crimes. Would you be adopting some of those similar procedures in the county?
You know, absolutely. I've said from the very beginning, property crimes, it's just horrendous. In going to community meetings, I want to talk about homicides, violent crimes, that kind of thing. And really, community members are impacted on a much wider scale regarding property crimes. They have their cars broken into, their houses broken into. So those crimes, although they're a lower level of felony, occur at a much greater rate and pace than violent crimes do. So I think that, yes, addressing property crimes is key to intervention so that those criminals don't go on to become violent criminals.
If you had been appointed or were sheriff now, what would you be lobbying for in Santa Fe with the legislature this year?
You know what, I agree with the tougher DWI laws, but there is one area that I think that New Mexico is missing the boat on, and that is the fact that you can actually do drugs, get behind a wheel, and if you get caught, it's very hard to get prosecuted for it. There's no presumptive level of intoxication when you are on drugs, and I think that's a loophole, terrible loophole that needs to be addressed. That's what I would be going after. Second thing is the rave parties. I think that people don't understand that rave parties are occurring almost every weekend. Our kids are out there doing drugs, having sex. It's just a terrible, the age groups are vary from 14 to 40, 50-year-old partying together. It's a terrible situation. It needs to stop.